Ever since the moment he was sworn back in as President of the United States, Donald Trump immediately began laying the groundwork to steal future elections. And a new report from the Brennan Center actually explained exactly how he did it. Let me just read you, all I have to do is read you one paragraph, and it lays it all out beautifully. Trump has installed loyalists who follow his orders into key positions at the Department of Justice, issued executive orders centralizing decision-making within the White House, attempted to unilaterally change state and local election laws, demanded unprecedented access to voter data, dismantled election security protections, threatened elections officials and workers, law firms, and others who have historically stood up to protect elections and defended, hired, or pardoned those involved in previous efforts to subvert elections. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty here, because that's a nice, beautiful list, but what does it all mean? Well, first and foremost, we do know the pardon of the Capitol rioters. Some of those people are now running for office, running for elections officials. Republicans have been encouraging people since the 2020 election, go out there and go volunteer, go be these people in charge of the election so you can catch the fraud. And of course, the installation of election deniers at the DOJ, all the way up at the top. Pam Bondi denied the 2020 election results. Kash Patel, director of the FBI, did. Pete Hegseth did. Dan Bongino. All of these people are now in positions to where if Trump says, go seize the voting machines, like he told Bill Barr to do after the 2020 election, Bill Barr told him no. You think Pam Bondi's going to tell him no? Or Kash Patel or Dan Bongino or even Pete Hegseth at the Pentagon? No. These are all people that will do whatever Trump tells them to do, and it's not just the names we know, it's people all down the line in these departments at the FBI, the DOJ, the DOD, all of them. Trump has all the power now, which he didn't have when he tried to overturn the 2020 election results. He unfortunately learned from his mistakes. And he has now packed this entire administration with people who will do what he wants, and they in turn have packed their departments with people that will blindly follow orders, even if it includes subverting election results. Not only that, this guy signed an executive order on March 25th. The executive order aims to allow the president to directly set state election law, despite the president having no constitutional role or legal power in the administration of elections. So he signed an executive order that is currently blocked by the courts, however. It'll end up going to the Supreme Court and probably be unblocked, but saying, I, Donald Trump, actually control everybody's elections. He signed an executive order in March, 2 months on the job, saying, I control all the elections, which of course means if election results come in that he doesn't like, he can say, listen, throw out all those ballots. This is all fraud. I can tell right off the bat, this is all fraud. Throw them out. They don't count. Take them away. Oh, all those voting machines? Yeah, those are rigged and hacked. So anything that came in on a voting machine, you got to get rid of. The Department of Homeland Security, under Kristi Noem's leadership, has sent letters to election officials in 6 states seeking their full unredacted voter files, while the DOJ has sued North Carolina and Orange County, California to obtain such access. It is illegal for states to share sensitive information in these voter files with the federal government. So, they're seeking all the voter data, right? For what ends, we don't know yet. But they're legally not allowed to, but they've done it anyway. And then, of course, the law firms and the nonprofits who actually help people who might be the victims, oppressed and denied their right to vote. Well, Trump has already threatened the nonprofit groups that typically represent these individuals and said, if you do this, I'm going to take away your tax-exempt status, making it harder for them to be able to represent these people. The law firms, well, Trump got them all in line, right? Those executive orders stripping them of their security clearances so they can no longer represent these high-profile government people, they all fell in line. And what did they do? They said, we will give you, combined, all the firms, $1 billion worth of free legal representation, either for you or whoever you tell us to represent. So instead of representing the people that are being oppressed, they will now represent the oppressors, when it comes time for Trump to steal the elections. That is the pro bono work he is going to have them do. Go out there and make the argument that I can legally steal this election, throw out these results, throw out those results, whatever it is. He has put all of the pieces in place. In 6 months, he has put all the pieces in place, folks. Just imagine how many more pieces he will have by the time we finally get to next year's midterms. Thanks for watching, everybody, and if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.